I actually genuinely believe, like this could even be the start of the podcast, like I genuinely believe from this exact moment, the trajectory of life changes, because what we just said to Vic before, and what the viewers don't know about this exact situation, we don't even manifest, I don't want to say that word, but like we just made this happen. Like 3 weeks ago, we said we're gonna be in an Airbnb. So 3 weeks ago, we said, no matter what the circumstances are, we're gonna be at an Airbnb offering a service to them in exchange for a free stay. And 3 days ago, we made this happen. And
we've done it in the past. We have, but
it was just one of those things. Like it wasn't what we're doing. Like it was a pivot. It was a pivot in terms of services and content that we're doing currently. And I feel like that's just a part of like just the journey that we're on right now. And I know me personally, like I'm learning to adapt and flow a lot better with life. Not be so rigid in like what life should look like, because I don't think you can really determine anything. You just kind of put your best foot forward,
and trust.
Have faith,
have
like
faith.
dying faith, unwavering faith, more like.
Yeah.
What about you, Virtus? Where are you at with things?
Me, well, I'm not quite sure, bro. I'm just trying to focus on my music a bit more.
More than ever.
But do you find it going, like, in terms of where you've been at, maybe, and where you are right now, do you think you're, like, slowed down?
Yeah, I've slowed way more down than I was when I first started, for sure.
What's inspired it? What's the focus, though? Is it personal growth, or is it, like, direction in terms of what you're producing?
Probably personal growth and, like, things happening around me, for sure, like, private things. But, like, I don't know, even, like, seeing more content and shit from other producers and stuff also pushed me to do way better as well. Especially the producers I grew up with working, like we all grew together, and like seeing them making content and like being successful at it made me think I could do it as well. So as long as I keep trying.
How does your mindset position in terms of whether it's like FOMO, whether it's comparisons, or whether it's inspiration? Like, are you inspired in a competitive way with your peers, or do you get caught up in FOMO and comparisons, or how does that work for you in your mindset?
Definitely competitive, because all of us used to do beat battles together and we're always competing with each other. Like it wasn't like an arrogant competitive type of mindset. It was more of, if I can do this, could you do the same as well and prove it, you know, like. Yeah, that was just how we all grew up, and like all of us always helped each other and stuff with either making the beats, even though I was beat battling this one person. Me and him just actually go on a call and know what we were going up against. We just did it for the content and for that collective at the time and make it like crazy.
Yeah.
So like seeing content and shit made, I'll always see it as like a competitive fight, like in a good way.
Just a healthy rivalry.
Yeah.
I think that's like our circle's pretty good like that.
Are you guys the same with each other, like content wise?
Like even for example, like
are this. Are you the same with like content with him? If he posts some, do you look at it and go, "Oh, I can do way better there"?
Fuck no. No, I'm not even close to that.
Wait, you said what? I could do better than that?
Yeah. No way. No, I don't think like that whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think our creative perspective's very different. Like, that's what I've come to realize. Like, even with our clothing brands that we were doing, like the stuff that Mark would make compared to me, our inspirations are so different. Yeah. Like, I feel like they counter each other in a healthy way. Like, I was going to say, for example, this exact situation, I remember our call when we were first, like, talking about this idea of getting these Airbnbs. And I just remember saying, like, at one point, like, it's going to happen regardless or whatever. Like, who cares? We're going to make it happen. I feel like that's been, like, a core thing in our like, friendship and relationship and work. One of our fears, the other person's very good at picking it up and just being like, nah, like, don't think about it. Like, don't overthink this,
I think so. Yeah.
Or even in terms of like what we were talking about in creating, it's just like keep fucking creating, keep just doing the thing. Like what you're making is fucking amazing, whether it gets the right reception or not, or whether like, bro, even like with clients, we're having such difficult times with the clients and creative perspectives, and more or less, creatives being denied by our clients.
Why though?
Because we're given creative reign, and
they're not.
They don't. They just they look at it.
Align with their branding.
Yeah, they just.
Yeah. But that's where we low-key, I think we've made a mistake on taking on a wide range of clients.
Yeah.
Other than sticking to a one niche.
100%.
Like clothing brands or like the urban type scene. Like with the more creative angles, the creative style, like I feel like, to sum it up, the Nike is exactly what we would want to do.
Yeah.
Like the crazy like ads, like
fast campaigns,
like cool ass stuff.
Yeah.
Even like the stills, like what we just did with Memento, like
Yeah.
those stills were insane.
This has been definitely my favorite like direction.
The Memento, like things like that. Was I talking to you about it? Or was talking to someone about it like today, saying, "Oh, Les probably."
Yeah.
I was probably talking to Les about it before on that phone call. It's like
That the offer and the definition and like what it looks like just needs to be a lot clearer to a client, for example, and who the target audience is.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast on the way here, like 2.5 hour drive. So I was just and he was saying this like fucking like millionaire guy was talking about how there's no way you're gonna make it not being niched down to something. He was like a fucking marketing genius. They call him like the godfather of marketing. And he was saying like, you need to, if I was to start over, I would be making a marketing agency, just marketing for, what's podiatrist? Is it for podiatrist? Or like,
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
I think so.
yeah, so yeah, some like a foot doctor.
Yeah.
He would just target them, get one of them go crazy, and then he's just getting all of the clients all in the area, in the same city, 20 of them, and he's set. He said retaining 20, and he's set every month.
But that's because then you can become every bit of your research and what you have expertise in, all of your knowledge is for the one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
well, look what
you don't
just
have
happened
to
with Memento. We've just got another client.
Yeah, exactly.
Legit, just
exactly.
got another clothing brand.
Yeah.
And then from that is going to come another clothing brand.
Well,
and another clothing brand.
Yeah. Well, it happened. It happened. The ones that we haven't done any work yet for, but we signed off on.
Yeah.
And then Memento. Oh, and then that new guy.
Only more to come.
But that's the thing. Like, you're either a specialist in something. It's like a jack of all trades. You're either a jack of all trades and a master at none, like type of thing. And it's just so specific, like so fact. If you are marketing to everyone, you're marketing to no one. It's like if you're fishing, it depends on what bait you put in the water, depends on the fish you're gonna catch.
100%.
Yeah.
You have to know your market in
Put
this
that on
game.
a t-shirt.
Bro, real quick, I just want to know, give me a brand you would want to work with, realistic and crazy big goal. Your honest opinion on realistic, and then your honest opinion on this is like my dream. I've got mine already. Yeah, if you want me to say first, or you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a second, but I want to clarify because of my personal journey at the moment, like there's a lot of things that are up, like
Clothing brands, either sports or like luxury or casual, streetwear. My personal one, realistic, like really realistic to me, is
Like-
Elite 11.
Okay.
I think we can go Elite 11. My dream is a Nike. That's legit.
But I feel like they're possible, and you know why I think that too? Because I think
They're possible, but it's dream. Like it's
'Cause-
like my dream.
I think technically because you can
Elite
work.
11 is like crazy.
Because I think JD Sports is something that's like doable.
That's doable.
But I think like through that technically that's like Nike as well. But not really. It's still JD. But
Yeah. I just really like Elite 11 for some reason. Like I would prefer them over JD Sports. I don't know, but I would love JD Sports as well. I just feel like a lot of people get JD Sports.
that's why I think it's like more of a reason it's doable.
Yeah.
But then it could be oversaturated or like cliche. Or not cliche, but it's kind of just like discredited. Not that I'm saying I would turn it down. But no, but that's the thing what I'm saying about like where I'm at personally, like and like my ambition and goals. Like I don't know if this is probably not the podcast for it.
Nah, bro, we can cut it out.
No. This part can stay in, but I want to go more into detail about it because this is a part of like an overall like story.
Yeah.
But I think like me personally, I'm a very like self-reflective person, and I like to understand things, especially things about like my mindset and self. And like I've come to realize there's always an underlying ambition and desire to everything. So, for example, like you'll look at people who strive to become successful, and there might be like the most successful person in a room, but they're depressed. And there's always going to be reasons behind it, like whether it's like unhealed childhood trauma, maybe their ambition was based around like wanting to prove themselves because they were always denied as a kid, this, that, the other. And I know that like through my journey of like trying to do like content or whatever the fuck it is, just every goal, there's always been, and there forever will be, an underlying reason as to why the ambition is there. And as I mature and as I get older and as I start to understand myself, I realize that there's a lot of things you outgrow quickly when your ambition is based on either unhealed trauma or like things that don't really have like a very strong foundation. So for example, it could be sitting in front of a camera. If your reason is to just be seen, then once you begin to be seen, then either A, you become fulfilled quickly, like you're fulfilled in it, and you still feel shallow because whatever reason as to why you want to be seen is now being like fulfilled, but there's still that trauma that's not identified and not healed. Or it could be like these rich people that get really fucking rich. Why did you want to become rich? And if it's not identified and healed, you're just going to be a depressed person with money. So like, for example, yeah, it could be like, again, like a podcast like this. Now I have to really identify, because I know, again, I'll be very vulnerable and say it, because I experienced a lot of like denial as a kid and being left out and feeling very lonely. If I wanted to feel like I'm worthy or like seen, I would be in front of a camera. Now I find value in like giving like experience and sharing like mindset things or knowledge, and I feel fulfillment in that. Like it's not just to be seen. So like modeling, for example, like personally I might want to be a model just to get either free clothes or like experience or be around certain people. But like once you heal those reasons, then like why are you doing it? There might not even be a reason to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So like for me, I don't know what that would look like in terms of like collaboration or whatever. It just depends on like down the line what the project is. Like I think if it's clothing brands and stuff, like I think I resonate with a lot of like those Christian brands, like Ruin from Adelaide, very, very sick.
You like that?
Yeah, they're fucking cool. I think I've seen something recently, they did like
I never heard of them until legit, I swear to God, never heard of them until 2 days ago.
Really?
So that's such a coincidence. You just brought them up.
I feel like they've been doing really...
I'm from Adelaide, by the way. I didn't even know about them. Now Joyce showed me them, and I was like, oh, she was like, this is something you would like, because I'm wearing a top right now that's low-key looks like them, doesn't it? Isn't this like a top that they low-key have?
Yeah.
Like with the red block print.
But I feel like they've got some of their details that looks like Heron Preston.
I fuck with Heron Preston.
Heron Preston.
I loved Heron Preston since like I was 12 years old.
And I think like that's what I find really cool, how like a designer or like high-end brand is inspired in like this Christian brand.
Is it a Christian brand?
Yeah, because their marketing rollout I've seen a lot lately is like testimony videos. Like people are sharing their testimony in finding like their faith, and it's been real. Like it's like a movie. They would tease it on Instagram, but they'll put like a long form video out on YouTube.
Have you hit them up?
No, I haven't hit them up.
You need to hit them up.
But that would be a realistic one. That's a goal. Like
UGC.
Yeah.
That's something you can get easy, because your work's like.
Yeah.
For right now, I'm just focusing on doing like travel content. That's what's made me go from 900 followers to 3.4k in a month and a half, 2 months.
Fucking actually crazy.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
No,
that's it's just been travel content, and obviously two videos of like actually like the Eddie Fire video and the me like clone video. And I will continue to do like how to do this flicker effect, boom boom boom, like get it.
But you just lean into what's working sort of thing.
100%.
Field motion.
I went hiking the other day and filmed it with Joyce.
Where'd you go?
I have no clue. I said near Ballarat, was it?
Yeah.
Near Ballarat.
Yeah.
It was west. Like, yeah.
It wasn't far from Ballarat.
It wasn't far from Ballarat.
There's a bit of a drive.
It was an hour and 30, like an hour and a half, or hour and 15.
We should go to the Pink Lake, bring a drone.
But fuck. I low-key feel like we should have zoomed into like this.
But we can always crop in post.
Yeah. I feel like we're doing yapping.
No, because we yapped. Like we actually went.
You want me to see how long that was?
Double check. When we first started recording, you're like, we could even go into how we all met.
40 minutes, bro.
Oh, that's fire.
That's crazy.
Bro, but I seriously think the whole concept of this is just like the discussion before things change.
You just go riffs into different things, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You forget that the camera's there.
Bro, imagine doing this.
I forgot that the camera was there.
Imagine doing this at different villas like twice a week. Because we would be sitting down like doing this sort of shit anyway, socializing. Imagine Limba's there, imagine this, and we're all just talking about business ideas, personal growth, mindset, money, like, and the audience gets something out of it.
Yeah.
Like, you target people that have similar interests or like similar ideas and mindsets, or you're actually talking to the people that are one step behind us. Like, always think there's someone one step behind us that is inspired and looking up to it, because what's normal for us to talk about here is so like far-fetched for them right now. Their circle, they're on that discovery journey of like
Finding
my
people
friends
doing the same thing.
yeah, my friends don't talk about this, but I'm inspired by these people.
Yeah, because I know a lot of. Have you seen like the producers doing sales and shit,
Nah.
selling their own courses?
Actually,
Yeah, I got
about
like,
how to make beats or
yeah, I
how
got
to, like,
I
market.
got a producer friend that's in the chat with me. He gained like he's at 25.5k followers.
on Insta.
Yeah, because he's worked with like these big artists, and then he's like he moved on, and now he stays at like Bali and shit, and he's like selling courses on how to build yourself as a producer, how to get your placements, how to post reels as a producer, and all that stuff. Like he's getting so much attraction from it.
Bali's the way to
It's
go.
actually insane.
A lot of the course sellers are there. This has to be cut out, because this is actually like, this could be like,
Too deep.
this could be
Yeah,
exposing too much. Hey, I swear to God, pick it. We'll need to put a date in the calendar and make it real, because that's what we did with this. This was an idea until we decided that it wasn't.
Legit.
I'd be down for September.
What would you say to your roommate?
That's like the end of the lease on.
End of the lease. I think last month
Is-
I've paid for it already anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to just end it, or do you want to say like an outro?
Yeah, I think we end it on an ouch. Or there was a clip where you literally said next podcast we're going to be in Bali. We could just cut it there.